Player 2 has joined the game.
Hey yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to episode 81 of the Two Player Co-op Podcast. As always, I'm one of your hosts here, Kevin, along with my brother from my mother, Saul.
How are we doing?
Good. Woo.
Got the giggles already.
Got the giggles.
It's going to be one of those episodes.
It was that kind of a start. How are you doing, sir?
I'm all right. I burnt the roof of my mouth, I think 2 or 3 times this week, and now I got a like flap hanging
Do you
down.
like it? I like it because then I go like, oh.
Well, so it's right on the inside of it's on the roof of my mouth, the ceiling of my mouth, way over by my teeth. And so at first I thought it was a piece of food that was stuck in my teeth, and I kept trying to, but I'm like, no, that's my mouth.
Yeah, but I just kind of roll it. I go like, oh.
Yeah, but I couldn't really. I mean, I eventually got it out, but it still kind of hurts.
But then I look at it and I'm always like, is that a piece of cheese or is that my skin?
Gross. Which would you prefer it be?
Cheese.
Cheese.
81 episodes of the Two Player Co-op Podcast. The funny thing, we grew up right off of Route 81. Not Route 81.
Not really.
I-81.
Yeah.
That's what you took to get up to Watertown, New York. Look
you
it
can
up.
take it all the way down to like Jacksonville or something?
Tennessee, for sure.
Oh, it goes.
I think it hits right where it intersects I-40 at Bristol, I think, all the way to the east side of Tennessee. But yeah, you could take it all the way down to Florida.
Well, not that you should.
I mean, you could, but you shouldn't. How you been? You got a haircut. I got a haircut.
I got a haircut.
Didn't plan it together.
Fresh cut.
This whole hair thing was getting out of control for me. I can't speak for you, but I was like,
my
this
hair
is just
was
way too much.
Real long. I kept trying to grow it out, and it just wouldn't do what I wanted it to do. It wouldn't behave. I think I just have too much hair. I mean,
mine's too thick.
It's just too thick, and it just wouldn't. I was one of those guys that like I kept having to do one of these. Like it was like falling down, and like it was like just long enough to like get into my eye, and it like, I mean, when I got out of the shower and I like, if I just like comb it forward, it was down to like the bottom of my eye.
Oh, yours was longer than mine then. Wow.
Yours wasn't that long.
I just did it this morning. I had to go down to here. Yeah. But mine's so puffy and stuff that mine doesn't flop like yours does.
Yeah.
Mine was all puff, like,
Puff Daddy.
But did you turn yours? Because I did mine. I was like, before I cut this, I want to turn myself into Dwight Schrute, and I did it, and I had it perfectly parted after I got out of the shower one time.
No, I didn't. But I did a whole like emo look. I like combed it down and forward, and it was just.
You were emo Toby.
Yeah. But yeah, fresh haircut as of this morning. Feel a lot better. Looking pretty good, if I do say so myself.
He did say so.
Nice, we'll touch a little more on it later, but nice video game playing weekend. Friday night was girls' night for Brittany.
Thank God.
Saturday, I got to play some, but it was like wedding day, not wedding day, but wedding stuff day. But Friday was good. Played a lot of video games. Brittany went out for girls' night, went out drinking, whatever. Some of her friends, or at least one of her friends, is like a dietitian or something. So now, to get ready for the wedding, Brittany is trying to do the whole ketogenic diet thing.
Shout out to Nick Scarpino.
So my life in the coming weeks is going to be a lot of coconut flour and zucchini noodles and
Catino.
Catino.
Ketogenic. All that is just you just eat protein, don't eat carbs.
Right, but if you want to, yeah, you could just eat nothing but meat. But she's trying to find a way that you can make. There's all these recipes online that I can't imagine.
Did you say zucchini noodles?
I can't imagine they're good, but there's these ways of like making bread, not even bread, like a pizza crust.
No.
Like,
have you heard the phrase lipstick on a pig? Okay.
No, so I'm not going too hardcore into this.
Hardcore.
But gone are the days of last week we made this sausage rustica, like nice big hearty pasta sausage dish.
Wait a minute.
That's not happening anymore.
Let me back this up. She went out for a night of drinking.
And then started talking to one of her dietitian friends.
Oh, the dietitian went out or did not go out?
Yes, did.
So she's a hypocrite. Therefore,
you can
no
drink
zucchini
and still be ketogenic.
Do you know how many carbs are in that? No, you cannot.
In what?
Anything.
Well, she said you have to drink either straight. By the way, since I think this is going up on Tuesday, happy birthday, America.
Yeah, happy birthday, America.
No better way to celebrate than a nice bottle of Kentucky bourbon from my good friend Russell.
Off camera.
Hey,
Russell.
So, yeah, it's not that you can have no carbs. There's like a few levels of like net less than like, I don't know, 10 or 20 grams of carbs a day. And then there's like a moderate one. That's what she's going for.
Are you going to get yelled at if I give you an IPA tomorrow?
No, I'm not doing this.
Oh, okay.
She knows I'm not doing it.
Okay.
But what will come of this is
your dinners.
I probably will do it a little bit, but
yeah.
If we,
it's good. I'm not saying it's bad. Shout out to Brittany if you're watching. I'm not saying it's bad. It's
No.
just you definitely do not need to lose any weight.
I'm not trying to lose weight.
Okay. I need to. I actually need to have Brittany cook me dinner because I'm so fat now.
But yeah, so she bought a big bag of stevia. She's talking about I don't know if she's going to do it, but the whole coffee thing.
Here's the thing.
If like heavy cream is okay because there's like
it's
no
high
carbs.
fat, low carb, yeah.
Apparently putting butter in your coffee instead is
I've heard that.
a thing.
I
That
never
sounds
will
disgusting to
do
me.
that.
I don't know.
Here's
So-
the thing with the stevia and all that fake sugar stuff. Have you watched? Oh, crap. Not Super Size Me. Food Incorporated, maybe it was. It was one of those like documentaries on Netflix.
I will never watch that because I don't even care. I don't
did,
do
but I
artificial
still eat like
sweetener.
crap. But
I'll
I'm
have
saying-
Diet Coke, but even that I've kind of given that up.
But you know
That's
what that stuff does?
Oh, it's like it's chemical. It's just
It is, but even worse than that. Not worse than that. Well, probably the same. What it does, though, is it still makes when you drink or eat things that are sweet, you want more sweet. Like when it used to be growing up, I would have a bowl of ice cream and crave a Coke after it.
Well, see,
But
what
what that does is even it turns on that thing in
But
your
see,
brain
I don't.
that
But see,
says,
I don't
want
do
sweet.
that. I've read that, but I don't do
I
it.
do.
Because I've read, well, the main reason something like Diet Coke is bad is because your body thinks it's getting sugar, and so it starts trying to burn it off, but there's no
doesn't
calories
know
there.
how to take care of
and
it.
so it makes you like hungrier and all this other stuff. I'm like, that doesn't happen to me. I don't drink a Diet Coke and be like, God, I'm hungry, or I could go for some real sugar. So I'm like, hey, win-win. A, I'm drinking 0 calories, and B, it's apparently getting my body to start burning off stuff that it thinks it's there and is not. And as long as I don't eat because of that, then great. But I just don't.
But it's
I try
also
not to
purely
drink it much
man-made.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Plus, I just don't like. I'm okay with Diet Coke, but just in general, I don't like anything with like that fake sweetener. It's a totally different taste. Like
I don't like it when Jess got aspartame, the aspartame, whatever it is, and we started doing that way before I just switched to just cream in my coffee. I was like, this just doesn't taste good. Like I would
Yeah.
rather have nothing than have this.
right,
And
anything
maybe that's
I
why
get,
I've never really liked Diet Coke or anything because I don't like the way it's sweetened.
Right, yeah. I don't know. I just can't. Like when I put like creamer, like coffee mate in my
Yeah.
coffee. I like the normal stuff. I can tolerate the non-fat stuff, but the sugar-free stuff is it's got a totally. It just tastes like chemicals. It's not a good. I can't do it.
Also, sidebar: non-fat is not the way to go.
I know.
Fats are good. Sugar is horrible.
Well, everything in moderation. Some fat is good. Saturated
right.
fat is not good.
But the whole thing when we were growing up, the whole
Mom-
low fat, all this no fat, low fat,
I mean,
all
we'll
this other crap.
We
like,
get 2% milk, not whole milk.
hell yeah.
We do, but see, that's what I'm saying. We don't go whole milk.
But that's better than skim.
Well,
that
yeah.
crap we grew up on. Thanks, Mom.
I
giving us
will
skim
still-
milk. That's disgusting.
I will
when
still
you have a
get-
bowl of cereal with whole milk.
Oh, it's so much
Oh
thicker
my
and creamier.
God, it's
yeah.
so good.
But like, I'll get like low fat, like cheese and stuff, like shredded cheese. But butter, I don't do margarine anymore. Just butter.
Margarine's not good. You should do real
So
butter. Yeah.
I'm pretty good. Not that I have a good diet by any means, but as
Well, I
far
don't
as
Look at me.
man-made versus natural things, I'm pretty good about going with the natural stuff. But
When we did, you know how we did our maternity pictures yesterday, just
Yeah.
Noah took the pictures and stuff. Jess was like, she's like, I'm going to stand next to you and you just put your arm around me or whatever and I'll be like this with her belly. And I was like, I mean, I've gained a lot of weight too. Can I just be like, that's your baby, this is my baby?
But you didn't do that?
We didn't do that.
That should have been the B-roll.
The coup de grace. So if you turned in for a fitness podcast, you're in luck because I'm going to be fitness coffee in my mouth all night long. That was the best. I saw that in my time hop today, the original, like 2 or 3 years ago. That little dog with the fitness pizza in my mouth. And I was like, memes are great. Some people hate on memes because they say it's not real comedy, and I get that. But like,
the ones that bother me, and this is kind of, I touched on it. It's almost like the original meme. The
Metal Gear
thing
Solid 2?
About, I think they attribute it to like Audrey Hepburn or no Marilyn Monroe. The whole.
The quote,
again, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at the best.
What do you think
then
about
picture Marilyn Monroe? I'm like, she didn't say that. But then like all these other ones where it's like a picture of like Will Ferrell or Zach Galifianakis like looking all like serious but like stupid, and it's like a quote like, "Yeah, these kids today don't even." And it's just like I don't know. There's something about those that just annoy me. Like
I like to make my own. Two of my favorites are Alfred, as he says. You know, he's not even our. That's how it starts. Where it's that face where he's like, "That's how it starts." And I sent that to Greg a couple years ago when they were like, "Hey, we're partnering up with Rooster Teeth. Nothing's going to change." 2 days later, "Hey, no Colin and Greg live the rest of this week." So I sent that. That's how it starts. And he's like, "Come on, man. We always miss." I was like, "Dude, I thought you would appreciate it. I wasn't trying to be an a-hole." And the other one is there's a picture of Jim Harbaugh at a San Fran news conference, I think, not Michigan, where he's like. And I love to just do that. And like, Rasan thought wrestling was real until how old?
I just randomly came across this one yesterday. It's not even really a meme. I just loved the picture and had to do something with it. Casey looking all
because he looks like a mob boss.
Oh God, I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't,
You can't.
But it's funny. Yeah, I got no problem with memes. I like memes.
I don't know. Why did that even come up? Why the hell did I say memes aren't comedy? I must have said something. I don't know. Hit the comment section and let us know. I don't know. I'm drinking coffee, so I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah, what? You brought out 4 Anandas.
We got a spoiler cast coming. There's only 4 because I had 2 earlier. 2?
Oh, God. All right, so what else? What'd you do this weekend?
Cooked out for Granny and Poppy and Pop Pop today. Did ribeyes and chicken. Jess did her world-famous mashed potatoes, which are so good. Corn on the cob was freaking perfect.
On the grill?
Not on the grill because I had 3 freaking huge steaks and like 5 chicken breasts. I'm like, I don't have room. And I don't want that to touch it. One of these days I'll do it. But it's almost like I need to do – it's so tough. Like that's a big-sized grill, but still like I want everything to be hot at the same time, so it's kind of tough. You know what I mean? I don't know. So we did that. Shout out to Joel for the steak recipe. I've done it a few times now. It's so good. Basically, it's just kind of brush it in olive oil, pat it down, lots of salt and pepper, and cayenne pepper all over that joker. Pat it in, wrap it in saran wrap, whatever you call it, plastic wrap, whatever.
Oh, just to like marinate it.
Yeah, just to let it, not when you cook it on the grill and get those plastic juices flowing. And let it sit for a few hours, throw it on the grill. So good. I think I overcooked it by like 2 minutes. Because the fires were really going, which is good. It was nice and seared, but it was like there was no pink on the middle. It made me sad. I like little pink. But the reason I say that, so that was fun. But then Jess went to lay down because she wasn't sorry, Mom, because she wasn't feeling good. And then for some reason, me and Granny and Pop Pop and Poppy all started reminiscing. I don't even know how it came up about Watertown and about pizza. Oh, we were talking about bachelorette parties and bachelor parties and all this other stuff. And I was like, all we did on my wedding was we went to, I can't even remember the name of it now. Remember the bar we went out to? It was like up Mill Street.
Mill Street?
Mill Street. Remember there was that Hershey ice cream place? It was up there. I can't remember what the name of it was. But we started talking about that. And I think it was on the way to Seaway Lanes maybe. No, that wasn't Seaway Lanes. It was the other side. But anyways, we started talking about Watertown pizza. And obviously the best pizza on this planet is Art's Jug.
No, you think this too?
You want to fight? Art's Jug is literally the best pizza. It's because the sauce is the best sauce I've ever had. Sauce.
Mom always says, this is the best pizza next to Art's Jug. I'm like, maybe I would like it better now.
Did you eat Art's Jug?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It was just not... It was that thick, fluffy pizza that I don't really.
Yeah, but the top was always so crispy, like around the edges, like the edges were burned on top and stuff, where the cheese hits the crust and stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
anyways, but it was just so weird. Like it was reminiscent, and then like Fazio's out in Black River. If you'd go past our house, past the road to Fort Drum, turn left at the Stewarts, go down over the little bridge, turn up, then be over there on the left. It was Soluri's, then it was Fazio's. We were talking about Arts. We were talking about. Yeah, we couldn't remember. It went to something else after I left, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember what though, but yeah.
I don't know what it was, but it was just so cool. Like, and I told Dad, I was like, I could get dropped in not anywhere in Watertown, but just
when was the last time you were
in
in Watertown?
When Timmy died. So like, Nick was a baby, so 7 years ago.
See, I was there. Shout out to Brent. Whenever Brent got married, which was I wasn't living here yet, so it's probably 3 years ago, give or take. And it's weird, like. For the most part, I could still get around, but I think I forgot some of the like shortcuts you could take. I knew how to get from here to there.
You could get from our house to the mall and to the high school, and
but it's so weird. Like Arsenal Street is like crazy now. It just keeps getting longer and longer. Like
it's like Germantown Parkway.
And I think we had a Starbucks before I left. There's probably several Starbucks now.
Yeah, it was after I left. Yeah.
We have a CC's now. We have an Olive Garden now. Like all these things that like. People are like, okay.
Look, our
deal.
town was like 30,000 people. Is that counting Fort Drum or not?
That's probably with Fort Drum.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it was like 60 with Fort Drum.
Maybe. Yeah.
Basically, if Fort Drum didn't exist, our hometown wouldn't exist.
Yeah.
But it was just fun to reminisce, and just like I could picture myself drive, and then like you went across, like if you were going from our house on Route 3, you didn't, there's the Y where it splits. You'd go right at the Y where
Water
Dad
Street.
had that wreck. Yeah, Water Street, thank you. Where he had that wreck that one time. Do you remember that when we were driving, the car backed out, couldn't see it, and we almost hit a telephone pole?
Right by the Lays, the owl.
Yes, I didn't know if it was Lays
sign.
or something, but I said there's definitely an owl. Wise, I think it was.
Wise, not Lay. Yeah, Wise.
So you turn left and you go across the bridge and all that, and then before you get to the Triangle car dealership, if you turned right, and then you went like along the river, that's where Arts Jug was. I couldn't remember what was down there, but it was Arts Jug. Or if you kept going straight.
Oh, yeah.
If you kept going straight towards where the A&P was and Bendito Video and all that. There was that
video.
Was that Pizza Hut ever? It was a Pizza Hut for us at some point, right?
Oh, yeah.
It didn't close down until later. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, a while. It probably closed down in like 95 or something.
But still. And then they turned it into a crappy Italian place. At first, I thought they turned that into another Arts, but they said no. It was a crappy Italian place.
Not Capriccio.
It was Cavalierio's.
Yeah, I knew it started with a C.
Sorry, Anthony Cavalerio, or whatever your name was. You're not watching. But if you are, sorry.
Oh, God.
So anyways, I was reminiscing. It's just cool to reminisce about. Like, I would like to go back there and visit sometime just because.
I just don't know when I ever will.
Right. It would be one of those things like, what the hell? It might be like if we go to like our Geneseo
right, I'd have to
20th
be
anniversary
sort
or
of
something.
Close.
Or if you went to a Clarkson anniversary, you'd like an hour and a half away or something.
Yeah.
Geneseo's 3 hours away.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't miss Watertown.
No. I loved it.
I'm sure it's a lot better now,
growing up, but
oh yeah, growing up before I feel like I really knew any better, I loved it, and then later I was like, all right, I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
But yeah.
One other thing before we get into it, the Switch update actually worked.
I was thinking about that today because I had mine plugged in. I'm like, hey, you know what? It hasn't done the little thing in a while, so I assume, I guess it does.
I'm so happy because I hate unplugging it because I don't like leaving it up there and it's not charging.
Yeah.
But the reason I know it works, segue, I've been watching Better Call Saul, finally. And I marathoned through 7 of the 10 episodes. I watched 5, 6, and 7 last night.
All right, so my curiosity got the better of me, and I went to IMDb. No spoilers or anything, but I looked up, because they do like episode by episode ratings. Last I saw, it was a while ago, but Ozymandias,
11 out of 10.
I think it was literally 10 out of 10.
It should be,
or maybe like a 9.9. So I like to look at the episodes.
Television episode I've ever seen.
There's one episode in this season, maybe like 4 or 5.
It was 5.
And it got like the highest rating of any Better Call Saul episode yet.
Yep, it was
people
5.
are saying this season is like, okay, now this show is legit. And Dad was kind of like, he hasn't seen the finale yet, but he said unless the finale goes crazy, then no, I disagree.
It's kind of like it's slow up until 4 and 5 is like Ozymandias in this world. It's not like but you'll know what I mean when you watch it. Then episode 6 and 7 after it, kind of
Catch your
been
breath a little
piddling
bit.
around.
Yeah.
But then the end of 7, it sets up where I think 8, 9, and 10 are going to go to that. I cannot think of what the season finale is going to be that's so crazy that everybody lost their minds. But
Oh, see, I didn't even know that there was something special about the finale. Just
the
in
finale
general,
blew.
the season
It was the finale that like, oh, this is good, this is good, this is good. What? Don't comment anything. We haven't watched it yet.
Now, how are you watching it? Never mind. We can talk off air.
So what's annoying is, I'll say it. I don't even care. Come at me, bro. I pay for AMC. I get it on my cable. It's not my fault that they only let you watch the last 3 on demand. That's crap. So I downloaded them. And I plugged them into my PS4 and I watched them. Come at me, bro. Don't come at. I mean, whatever. So yeah, it's not the great. It says it's 720p. It doesn't really look like it's like DVD quality, but it's fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
This isn't like Avatar or something. I don't need it to look that good. But the season
My
is
issue
great.
is, like, the first 2 episodes were good.
Yeah.
A, I've already forgotten what happened in both of them. B, when I was watching them, I had totally forgotten what happened in the previous season. Like, I just can't, for whatever reason, the show isn't, like, sticking with. I feel like I
'Cause
need to
there's not-
Wikipedia season 1 and 2 and be like, what happened?
I went
like,
back and
I feel like
just,
not much of consequence happened in season 1 or season 2.
I went back and read.
we should
well,
just start at
season
season
2 was
3.
the consequence, especially towards the end when Mike is up there and somebody leaves the note. That plays right into season 2. But I was like, why was Mike on the hill? Who is he trying to? Whatever is. So I had to go back and read that.
Right.
I just read what happened in episode 12 and went right into it, and I was fine. You might want to just watch 1 and 2 again, because there is some stuff in there that just. I mean, it's an hour and a half, of your life, not even maybe 80 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's so good. Hopefully, by the time this goes up, I've seen it. Actually, no, I won't, because we're recording on Sunday night. Tomorrow's the fireworks, and then it's 4th of July, and then I go back to work. So
You're off tomorrow?
I'm working from home because it's going to be a ghost town. No, I will be working at home. It's just going to be a ghost town at work.
I'm going to go to work, and then if it's a ghost town, like I think it's going to be, I'm
yeah.
just going to come home at lunch.
Yeah, it's going to be a
work
ghost
from
town.
home in the afternoon.
But I haven't been playing a lot of video games because I've been watching Better Call Saul. But what I did play this week, Axiom Verge, and I beat it. Finally, and I tweeted that night. I was like, I'm done. I'm beating this game. I think I like this game a lot more at the beginning. It just, like I said at the last podcast, it just seems like it goes on too long. When I beat it in just under 13 hours. I had 50% of the items. I'm looking up videos of people using flamethrowers that go across the whole screen and this cool lightning bolt weapon that like target and then like homing missiles.
I remember a lightning bolt.
I didn't get any of this stuff, but I'm like, I don't even care. I want to just beat, and I think I want to do this for a Friday show sometime about, and I think I said it last time too, about feeling the need to beat a game and why we feel that way, or do we feel that way, whatever. Because I felt that way with this. I was like, I can't remember the last game. Well, I can, that I played and I didn't see it all the way through to fruition. I was like, I have to beat this game. I just feel like I'm not going to 100% it or anything like that, because that's impossible in this game. But I feel the need to beat this game and move on, and I did that. The last boss fight was pretty. Do you even remember that?
Yeah.
It's you see yourself, your future self, because Athetos or Athetos, whatever you say, it really is you. It's future you, evil you.
Right.
And you're like up in the machine like this, and you're like, join me, young me, blah, blah, blah. You don't want to, screw you. And then you've got the big skeleton worm lady that's helping you, Olympias or whatever her name is. She's helping, but first you got these 3 big metal balls that come and they shoot lasers at you and stuff. And they're in the way, and you're trying to shoot this like gem or something up top. You're trying to shoot that and blow it up, and that's how you beat it. And it goes through 3 phases. Every time you blow it up, the big snake lady comes and she goes, pow! And I found out, I was getting so frustrated, and I finally figured out if I just go over into the corner and aim at an angle, it's the perfect angle to hit it. And even if the robots are in your way, you're just peppering them, because they get like on top of you. You pepper. And sometimes when you blow them up, they give you the red things. So you get life back, and you just keep shooting an angle, and you just beat it.
Yeah.
Then the ending was kind of weird. I did just talk about some spoilers, but I told Sean what the ending was. I don't really understand it. But my ending was not the true ending, because to get the true ending, you have to beat it on hard, and you have to have at least 80% of the map and 80% of the items. I did have 81% of the map, but I only had 50% of the items. Because I know I stopped caring about the 1 of 5 power nodes and 1 of 6 health nodes. I was like, I'm never going to find these. I don't care.
See, I'm tempted to pull it back up and just see where I wound up, because I don't really remember. I think I got I feel like I got all the items,
Really?
but maybe not. But yeah, I don't know.
But I enjoyed it for the most part. It's about a 7 out of 10 for me. It's no Super Metroid. No,
not
even close.
Nothing ever will be.
Not even close. But I'm glad I played it. It's one of those that's kind of been in my backlog for a while, so I'm glad I finally got through it and I can put it in the backlog and move on. I haven't moved on to anything yet, just because we've still been getting ready for baby. So I don't know what's next for me, other than a baby, which I cannot wait for. I don't know. Like I don't know what to play. Part of me almost wants to hook up the NES Classic and play through Zelda 1 or something. But it's
good, yeah.
But it's like I got to get all the extension cords and a long HDMI way over there.
Oh, you don't have it plugged in, like?
No, it's sitting in its carrying case.
Yeah. So we will touch on it later tonight for us. A few days from now for you,
or a week later.
Or
we're not sure,
who
depending.
knows?
Oh yeah, speaking of Emo Toby, hopefully, I meant to segue earlier. Hopefully, we're gonna go see Spider-Man Thursday night and review it for you, and that'll be the Friday show this week. That's all dependent on my situation, because if the baby comes, obviously we won't be going to see Spider-Man, or I won't. Sure, I will, but I'll still go to see it. But hopefully, well, not hopefully. That sounds bad. We might have a Spider-Man Homecoming. Hopefully we do. I hope I get to see it opening night. Everybody
one way or
loves
another,
this movie.
He will have a homecoming.
I'm coming home to a place where I belong. So yeah, look for that. Or we're gonna have a Horizon spoiler cast. We're gonna have a Horizon
Spider cast,
spaghetti cast, either going up this Friday or next Friday, because Sean
beat it. The last week or so, right around the last, because I think it was last weekend where I was finally like, okay.
You had just gotten to Maker's End. You had just beaten that, I think, last time we podcasted.
In the last week, so I think I beat it. I think I sent you, I was at like 2120 or 2020, somewhere around there.
Did you end up about 25?
21, 22. I don't remember where I wound up, but I'm trying to think of where I was when I sent that. I'm guessing I was probably around 25 to 27 total. But I probably did
told you.
Like 17 of those hours in the last 10 days. I'll save my thoughts for the spoiler cast, but
spoiler-free thoughts.
It was very, very good. I want to save it for the spoiler cast.
Yeah.
It was good. Very, very good.
Do you feel compelled to platinum it?
We'll save it for the spoiler cast.
Okay.
So I beat that. I also
fired
up Zelda.
One? Oh, Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the
because
Wild.
I didn't buy the DLC, so I didn't fire it up.
You don't have it. So,
I think I'm just gonna wait until until I'm bored or something.
So I looked at
your steps.
Path of the Hero, whatever it is, and I tweeted it, and then I was like,
You did?
I did, and then I deleted it because I'm like, I know at the very least Bernardo, and he liked it, so sorry Bernardo, but I'm like, oh, this shows all the stupid temple, the shrines that I found. I'm like, so I deleted it. Okay. But there's some areas that I have not been to yet. Mm-hmm. It's weird. Like I was expecting it to be very green because I feel like I've been everywhere, but there's a lot of places where there would be like a green line, and then later I came here, and then there. But it's literally like, I mean, the line has thickness, but it's infinitesimally small. Whereas really, if I walk from here to here, it's just going to show up as this line. Yeah. Where really, I've seen everything that's like this. Like, there's the cone of vision. So I feel like I've seen a lot more of the map, but there are definitely areas that I haven't been to. So I do want to go back and play them.
What?
What are you doing over there?
Nothing.
I tried the sword.
Cave of Trials.
Yeah, that thing. That thing is tough.
Really?
I'm sure they have said I didn't feel obligated. I didn't feel compelled. Thank you, to look into it. Do you know how many like stages there are?
50, I think.
Okay, so I got to first time I died on level 4.
Okay.
And you start from the beginning every time.
Oh my God, there are no checkpoints?
No, not that I got to. Second time I died on I think 11 or 12.
And you still didn't get a checkpoint?
No. So every I don't know if it's every 7 because I only made it to 1-7, but stage 7 is kind of like a breather. There's like a few treasure chests to open. There's things you can cook food and whatever. It's like a freebie, and then you move on to level 8.
So do you keep all your
keep all
items
your
and
hearts?
Food? Okay, just
no, you don't. No, all you have is your health.
Oh, and stamina, but I don't think that even matters in this.
Not really.
Yeah,
it is difficult. Now, part of it is I've lost my touch.
Yeah, you haven't played
because
it in like
I've been
2
playing
months.
Horizon, and I'm like, I keep hitting what I guess would be A, trying to like dive out of the way from enemies, and then I just stand there and get hit. Like it's
right.
So now that I've beaten Horizon, now I can try to get it. And once I played a little bit, I'm sure it'll start coming back to me. But like you're fighting with like tree branches, and you have no armor, so like everything does a lot of damage to you. Like it's tough. I think it's something I
is
could
there like
beat
torches
eventually.
around that you could at least get something on fire and get a little bit more damage that way? Or
Well,
something?
you've got all your
you
relics
use
or
Mephos and all that, whatever. Okay.
So you can like keep throwing bombs at them, so that helps.
Oh, okay.
But
So it's kind of
still
like what's the island?
Yeah.
Eventide.
Yeah.
Just on steroids.
Basically, yeah, pretty much. I think again, maybe they've already said what you get. I think I know what you'll probably get for beating it.
They've said
Oh, what do you get?
your master sword never powers down. Is all I've heard.
Is that what it is? Okay.
And I think the Hylian shield. That's stupid. The Hylian shield doesn't break. I think those are the 2 things.
See, they haven't said anything about the shield.
Oh,
Just
then maybe
the
it is.
sword. I mean,
just the
in
master
the game.
sword. Maybe it is just the master sword then.
What I was hoping, I figured that was it. And what I was hoping for was maybe it would also let you shoot beams out of it if you're at full health. That would be, I don't know.
I hate that you can only do that with what the lightning one.
There's like the lightning sword. There's a lightning, a fire, and a but yeah, it was a lot more difficult than I thought. I think if I had done this back when I was still in my prime,
right,
2 months ago, probably 3 months ago, really, since I've played it a lot, I probably could have beaten it. But yeah, it's like I just find myself very flustered. Like the one I died on the last time, there was like you're just on like a bridge, and there's like one of the Lizal foes, and then he's like an archer one, and he's shooting arrows at me, and he's on the other side of the bridge. Meanwhile, I got one up in my face, and I hit him with like a combo, and then he fell in the water. And I don't remember them doing this before. Then he's hanging out in the water, spitting water at me, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like he's shooting arrows at me, he's shooting water.
Did you
at
even
me.
have a shield?
I did, but
Okay.
I can't. I mean, I can only block one of them at a
Right.
time. So I probably should have just jumped in the water,
Jumped
and
down,
swam
kill him.
to somewhere. But I'm just like, I was very flustered. I don't know. I need to. I've lost my touch, I think, but
Are you inclined at all to try the hard mode?
not at all. Not at all.
Nope.
So I don't know. It's now that I've beaten Horizon, I do want to get back into it, but at this point, it's like
You got a week till Final Fantasy XII
Well, that's
comes out,
true.
and Schreier is loving it.
yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But part of me is just like I know I'm anti trophies and stuff, but part of me just wants to check that box because it's Zelda. I know there's
Yeah.
no trophies, but I want to be able to say,
No, I would like
I've
to.
beaten it.
I don't think
I don't
my
care
skill
that my
level will
master
let me.
sword never breaks. Like it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah,
It's not even the
that
most powerful
weapon,
right?
Unless
so-
you're around,
Yeah. So I don't know. I'd like to beat it at some point. I don't know that I'll ever get so. I mean, I at least do want to go explore more now that I've seen where I haven't been. I don't know that I'll ever try to get all 120 shrines. I'm at 95.
Bernardo's
I have
on
more
his way
than I
there.
thought.
Bernardo's
I saw he had like 80. I think
he's at
last
80
he
out of
tweeted.
120. I think. How many did you say you got?
I think I'm at 95.
I'm at like 67 or 68.
So, yeah. I don't know. I want to do it, but at the same time, knowing that I only have a week, I'm like, I feel like I would almost have to play this game a lot over the next week to really get back into it.
To go beat it.
And then Final Fantasy is going to show up at my door and be like,
Well,
well, time to
never
play
mind.
that. And then
Yeah.
I'm going to put Zelda away again. So, I don't know. Someday I'll beat it, but Final Fantasy is going to take precedent as soon as that shows up. Yep.
All right, you want to get the news of the week?
Okay.
Like, no, actually, I do not. Thank you for asking. Again, after E3, news is few and far between, but there's a few things I wanted to talk about this week. And one of them is going.
Excuse me.
So one of the things, again, obviously, like I said, after E3, everything kind of slows down. But one of the things that came out was over this last week was the what's it called? The E3 Critics Awards from Jeff Keighley. And where the hell is my history on this thing? History, there it is. Okay.
It burns.
It burns.
It's a good burn.
It burns so good.
It's a good burn.
Yeah, so the E3 Critics' Choice Award for Best Game of Show and all this other stuff. I just kind of want to run through this, give our thoughts on everything, and just go from there. So,
Time out.
what?
I don't know if you've always done this or if this is new, but
Me?
I'm just noticing it. You don't say you say
You
like,
say, do you know how you say it? You say,
like OMM? You say
AHM, and I say EM.
You say EMM.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I need to not say it. That's one of the things public speaking wise. I but I forget. Okay. So, best of show, take a wild guess.
Mario.
Metal Gear Survive. It was Mario Odyssey. Best original game, Mario plus Rabbids Battle Kingdom.
What does that even mean, original game?
New franchise, new idea, new something. But Mario and Rabbids have never crossed over, and Mario's never made a tactical espionage game. Best console game, of course, Super Mario Odyssey. Best VR game, Lone Echo, don't care. Best PC game.
What was it?
Lone Echo.
I don't even remember that.
I don't remember it either. But I didn't really pay attention to the VR stuff. Best PC game, Destiny 2. Seems like a cop-out. That seems weird to me. I mean, I know
exclusive.
I know Destiny. Yeah, exactly. I know,
but
Destiny,
there's so few that are PC exclusive anyway.
But I know Destiny is coming to PC, but it will never feel like a PC game.
No.
Best handheld game. What do you think that was?
Metroid.
Samus Returns. Best hardware peripheral. I think it's the only one that was there. Xbox One X. I mean, that's a stupid thing. Not every year is there going to be new hardware or new peripheral. That's stupid. Best action game. Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus.
Over Spider-Man?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Unless they have a different...
So here's the thing. No, these all had to actually be in playable form.
Oh, okay.
So like God of War, not on the list. Spider-Man, because they were there, behind closed doors demos and stuff, but you couldn't actually get hands-on time.
Okay.
Best action adventure game. This makes no sense at all. Super Mario Odyssey. That is not an action adventure game. That is not an action adventure game. Because you've got a hub world or something you can explore, maybe that makes it an action-adventure game? I don't know. I think that's dumb. Best role-playing game, Ni no Kuni 2. That actually looks pretty cool. And it looks like, again, something I might actually like because it's cats, and I like cats. But it's like, it's all pipes.
Magical Mr. Mistopheles?
Oh, yeah. Never was a cat so clever as
magical Mr. Mistopheles.
But it's all active battle. Or I don't think active battle is even the right phrase, is it?
I don't even remember what we're talking about.
Ni
Mario?
no Kuni 2.
Oh.
Best racing game, Forza 7.
Yeah.
Yep. Best fighting game, Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Oh, yeah.
Best sports game, FIFA 18. Best strategy game, Mario plus Rabbids. Best family game, Hidden Agenda. Greg was talking about this, and he said it's weird. He wouldn't really think that as a family game, but it's like one of those PlayStation announced. We didn't really talk about it because I don't understand it that much, but I don't remember what they're calling it. Play Anywhere or something where there's games you can get like on your PlayStation and on your mobile.
Yeah.
This is one. It's like it's some kind of a card game that's supposed to be really fun. So it's not really a family game, but it's more like a group game.
Right, yeah.
So it might be fun for us to check out for a game night or something. Best online multiplayer, Star Wars Battlefront 2. Best indie game, The Artful Escape. I didn't like that one. That was the weird one that was the VR side-scrolling game. I saw plenty of indie games that were better looking than that.
Yeah.
So, but again, they might not have been playable or something. I don't really know. But any thoughts? Any?
Do they give a just overall winner? Like who won it?
Best of show was Mario, yeah.
Oh, but I mean, okay. Well, I mean, then by default, I would say Nintendo won.
Nintendo definitely won. Which I think they had the best. I don't know if we ever even said that. I think they had the best conference. I mean, it was only 22 minutes.
Straight
I didn't care
to the
about
point,
everything in there, but you showed Mario Odyssey.
Straight to the point, no faking.
Cooking MCs. Prime 4 was announced, even though that game's not coming out for like 3 years probably.
Yeah,
They
Zelda,
surprised
DLC.
everybody. Yeah. Well, and
Odyssey,
Samus Returns doesn't
Samus
even
Returns.
count because that was in the Treehouse.
Well.
But still, they won E3 as a whole, I would say.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, nothing really surprising there. I think God of War is still the game I'm most excited for, but it wasn't in playable form, so it is what it is. But, God, I cannot wait to play the game. And by the way, again, I was right. It's going to be out in March. Next up. Sean, would you like to live in a world where Mario remakes exist?
Yes.
Tough. This comes from GameSpot. Would Nintendo ever remake any of its Super Mario games? If so, it won't be what series creator Shigeru Miyamoto would want, it seems. He said in an interview recently that he has no interest in remaking any of the past Super Mario games. He wants to look forward instead. Quote, I don't really feel like I want to remake any of them, he told IGN. It's more natural to always create new mechanics and new games.
Now, what does that mean? We're talking HD remakes? Are we talking... I mean, they already did All-Stars. Now, are they just saying, okay, from now on...
the best collection / remake
they ported
of
so many
all time.
games to, like, Game Boy Advance, and... I mean, they've done it in the past.
I guess he's saying it's more like from now on.
Starting now.
But it's like, I read this and I was like, oh, dang, shucks, that stinks. But I'm like, but we've got all the 8-bit Marios have been remade in 16-bit. They don't need to go any higher than that.
Yeah.
Super Mario World is perfect. It doesn't need to be remade. A Mario 64 remake would actually probably be cool with updated graphics.
Yeah.
That would probably be cool.
That's the one that...
But like when I think of Mario, I definitely don't care about Mario Sunshine being remade. None of the like Mario games to me, it was funny that this even was like a headline because to me Mario games aren't something I would ever want to be remade.
I don't really care.
Zelda, I want everything. Yes. I want everything to be remade. Like I was so happy they did Twilight Princess. That was just a fresh coat of paint. But like, it'll never happen. But that Unreal Engine 4 footage of Ocarina of Time remake. Oh my God. I keep saying I want Link Between Worlds to be ported to HD so I can play it on the Switch. Link to the Past, same thing. You can use the same engine and everything. Put them both. That should have been my prediction. It still would have been wrong, but both being remade on one disc. Not even discs.
I should have made this prediction,
I should have made
even
that wrong
though
prediction.
It was wrong.
But you know what I mean? Like, do you have a hankering for any Mario remakes?
Not really. There's nothing special about... Well, I'm thinking Mario 1. When I start thinking Mario 3 and Mario World, could it be fun to play those in like new Super Mario Brothers graphics? Yeah. But new Super Mario Brothers is almost, I mean, the levels aren't the same, but it's basically a remake of Mario 1. Like
exactly.
It's just,
yeah.
So we've already got that. Mario 3 and Mario World, they have some iconic levels that if you got to play those in updated graphics, it would be kind of cool. Mario 1, it's not like, man, I wish I could play World 2 Level 3.
I'd love to see what those underwater levels look like.
So, I don't know. I'm not going to lose any sleep about not getting Mario remakes, but...
Nope, I agree. Zelda remakes, though, keep them coming. Again, this is a very slow news week. The world's fastest platinum trophy game got pulled. Did you see this?
I saw something. I think Wario tweeted out saying, hey, if you want to get a really, really quick platinum, you can get it for 89 cents or something.
98 cents. I had it in my cart, but I didn't push buy before they pulled it. It was called 5-star 1000 highest rated. You can get a platinum trophy in 20 minutes. It's worse than My Name is Mayo, which I've got 2 platinums. Basically, what you do, it seems like what you do is you just go through and there's all these like just screenshots of like these picture puzzles, but all you really do is move one thing. It's like picture like a grid of 8x4 rectangles or something, okay?
Yeah.
And you have to slide them over to make a picture.
Yeah.
That was the whole game, except really I think you just had to move one thing to the left and it's like boom, then you go to the next one, boom, boom. You go through 1,000 pictures. You basically just hit left or right 1,000 times and you get a platinum trophy.
So why did they pull it?
Sony made them pull it. What they said was because they made them pull the game. Apparently it's going to be coming back, but they said you can't because everybody was going nuts. Jim Sterling did a whole Jimquisition on it. Greg was saying this is crap. He was still going to buy it and do the platinum anyways, but like it's like Sony is, if you got these achievements or trophies in something, they should mean something. Like a platinum, I'll never get it in Metal Gear Solid 5. I just won't, because I'm not going to go collect 75 animals and get a million S ranks. That's never going to happen. But that platinum trophy is worth the same as this 98-cent platinum trophy, or My Name is Mayo.
They're both worth absolutely
They're worth nothing. But still, you know what? Like, it's like, but it counts towards your trophy ranking and all your point. Like, if you have this thing, basically Sony made them pull it because they said this is crap. You can't just say it's the world's fat. You have to get rid of any mention of trophies and how quick it is and all this other stuff. Rebrand, put it back up. Will still allow you to sell it. So I'm sure it's still going to be the world's quickest platinum. It just won't say that in the description.
I know you just watched our pet peeves video the other day.
Go back and check it out at youtube.com/2playercoop.
And I went all get off my lawn
You
on
went
trophies.
for like 20 minutes. I didn't realize it was that long.
I don't get this. Brings it all full circle. Why are people getting upset about, like, well, that's not fair. They shouldn't be able to get that.
Yeah.
I mean, well, who cares? What does it matter?
It's all piped.
It's all pipes. I don't get it. I couldn't care one way or another. I'm not going to pay 98 cents to get a platinum. I'm not going to get upset if other people do. I'm not going to get upset if other people don't. Like,
you don't want to download My Name is Mayo.
That at least sounds kind of
That was actually
fun. Like,
funny. It was 45 minutes. And it was funny because you got a Mayo dressing up in a bikini and like there's a storyline to this poor jar of Mayo. It was the weirdest thing ever.
that at least makes me want to. I don't even care about the platinum. It sounds like a ridiculous game, and I kind of want to see it. I don't know that I want to buy it and play it, but I want to see it.
Yeah. But this is literally scrolling through pictures, I think. Like, you could get it in 20 minutes. It's just weird.
Yeah, I don't get it.
If you want real games, both Microsoft and Sony have a crazy game sale going on right now. On the Xbox Game Store, you can get over 300 games at a discount. Some of them are up to like 80% off. Sony, they've got over 500 games on sale right now. There are some crazy deals out there. I'm not going to go through it. Like, one of the things, God of War 3 Remastered, one of my favorite games of all time, is $3. Like, yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, it's only $12 now, or $20 right now, but still, like, there's all kinds of deals. So if you're in the need where you just feel like, I want to buy a game, I don't really know what's out there, just go look. Xbox or Sony, word of the wise, just go check it out. You'll find something you want to play. And these go on for the next week and a half or so, I think, from where we're filming now. They're both mid-year sales, 2 weeks long, so get it while you can.
Yep.
This almost never happens. Where in the same week, we got the games with gold and the PS Plus games announced. Games with gold first. The X-Bone gets Grow Up and Runbow. Xbox 360, and of course, these are backwards compatible with the Xbox One. Kane and Lynch 2 and Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. Sony, PS4, Until Dawn, and Telltale's Game of Thrones. I want to get your thoughts on that. I love that we both still have our Wario tweets scheduled. We're never gonna get pre-orders, but
if it hasn't happened yet, it's not.
I'm not turning off my notifications until the SNES Classic comes out. PS3 gets Tokyo Jungle. Have you ever seen this game?
No.
It's the weirdest game ever. You play in Tokyo, I think, or some city, and you play as like a little cat. You become these animals, and like you can get run over by cars. You can attack other animals. It's like Grand Theft Auto if everybody's an animal. Grand Theft Auto in the Animal Kingdom is basically what it is.
I'm trying to think of a clever name for that.
Grand Theft Catnip. That wasn't very clever.
That was very good.
And Darkstalkers Resurrection. You remember the Darkstalkers games.
Oh, yeah.
And then for the Vita, you get Elemental and Don't Die, Mr. Robot, which is PlayStation 4, cross-buy also. Who do you think won this month, Sean?
I say PlayStation 1, finally. It's been I
cannot remember the last time we said that. Maybe when Broforce came out over a year ago.
Probably.
I mean, Grow Up and Runbow are both two good indie games. They've never really interested me that month, so that's fine. Kane and Lynch, I don't care. Lego games, I don't like. Until Dawn, I want to play Until Dawn. I cannot wait. This is one of those, I said that about Life. Maybe that's what I'll play next. Maybe I'll try to get through Life is Strange. I still got to beat Tales from the Borderlands.
See, I never even picked it back up.
Yeah.
I want to, but it's just I just don't know when I'm going to.
But Until Dawn is supposed to be so good. Everybody raves about this game. Are you interested? Telltale. Are you going to play Game of Thrones?
I might. I love Game of Thrones. I enjoyed Batman Telltale Batman.
It was good.
I think the whole concept has kind of... It seemed like it's like a novelty kind of thing. By the time I got to the end of that game, I'm like...
I wish this was a movie.
Well, there's that, and there's just... I know for a fact that almost no choices I made during that game really mattered. We left off in different places at the end of some of the chapters.
Yeah, but the end game was still the same.
But it's like, it's all going to the same place, and whether I say this, or this, everything's moving in the same direction. Now, Life is Strange, I will say, the very little bit I've played, it seemed... Now, there may be things where if you make this choice, it's essentially game over, and you have to rewind and pick something else.
Oh.
I would think, based on the very little bit that I've seen, but maybe not. And maybe this thing really does branch off into different crazy stories depending on what you do.
That's what the lightning weapon was in Axiom Verge. It would go...
That's kind of what I was picturing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't... Telltale, it's not really doing it for me. Game of Thrones, I love Game of Thrones, but
what I have
I'm guessing this is
heard-
some kind of... Depending on the story, I may be interested in the story. I'd almost rather just read about it.
It's all the characters you know, from what I understand.
Oh,
It's
really?
the real characters, but it's not like... It's nothing you've seen in the show, I guess.
Right.
But what I've heard, I think it was Alana was talking about this, or somebody last week, was that Game of Thrones, Telltale, the choices actually do matter. Like, there can be dress... I mean, it's never going to be a game over.
But at
kind
the
of
same thing, at the same time, it's like... It's a nice table.
Nice table.
My issue with that is, depending on... How do I say this? Depending on what the story is, if it's characters we know, it's stuff that's already been written. So I know no matter what I do, it's not going to cause so-and-so
Tryon.
to die.
Is that a real person?
No. Tyrion, close
That's
to
what I
that.
was thinking of.
Like, I know no matter what I do, this guy can't die because we're already way past that. I know that guy's still doing the... Like,
That's the thing.
The whole
yeah,
story's
I don't know if
written,
it's like
so
alternate
regardless
universe or what. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it's free. I may download it and see what it's like, but...
I'm definitely most interested in Until Dawn.
Yeah, by far.
That's going to be fun. Got to make sure the kids are in bed when I play it. But I'm excited to check that out. I've heard nothing but good things about it. Very excited.
Yeah.
You know what else I'm excited for, Sean?
What else are you excited for?
I'm excited because it's that time of the week when we play the
Is the back of the box
challenge. You didn't do the thing, too, so I didn't know if we were going at the same time or
I
not.
accidentally called you Sean, too, and then I just...
You called me Sean?
Well, you said, you know what I'm excited for, Sean? I said, what are you excited for, Sean? And then I just never recovered.
Metal Gear Solid 5, the definitive experience, is $20 at Amazon. If you haven't played it, go get it. Comes with Ground Zeroes also. And if you didn't know what the Back Box Challenge is, this is the Back Box Challenge. What we do is we take a previously released retail game. We look at the back of that box. We read the description aloud. It stings. To the other player. Bleep out any pertinent information that would give the game away or make it too obvious. Then the other player gets to ask some questions that they don't end in. They answer in yes or no to try to figure out what the game is. That's the Back Box Challenge. That's what we're going to do right now.
Should I read first?
Sure.
All right.
I think I read first.
I think mine's easy. I think you're going to get it.
I think you're going to get mine too. So this might be.
Well, hopefully this is quick.
Oh, God. If it's the same one. It's not the same. I know it's not the same one. Blank.
It's world payback time. And the infamous blank is here to collect. All right, Wario. Jeez. Welcome to...
Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Prologue Chapter Limited Edition is $34.99. These freaking names. Sorry.
Welcome to blank. I guess I can't. Welcome to... It was just a year. It's in the future. Welcome to 2636. The year the notorious
Horizon Zero Dawn.
one gets even.
The notorious one?
No. Notorious. With an unprecedented blank onslaught orchestrated to push blank technology and its blank to their ultimate reaches.
Is that it?
No. Plunge through a molten hot massacre on a high-speed voyage to the guts of the arch-enemy blank.
Base.
Scope out the blank.
Stop blank. What the hell?
I'm not even gonna say that sentence because it's gonna be blank, 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 blank. Pick off solar slime dogs like the mutant blank and psycho cyclers, while you scale over walls, swing from girders and ropes, hitch rides on a blank.
Is this an 8-bit game?
Nope.
Is this a sequel to an 8-bit game?
Yes.
Do you have a grappling hook for an arm?
No.
Damn. I thought it was Bionic Commando rearmed.
Carmando.
Carmazarnard.
Sweat through. Do I want to say this?
How is this game easy if you're not saying anything about it?
Sweat through 6 gut-splitting stages, including blank and blank.
Is this a 16-bit game?
Yes.
Is it a Genesis exclusive?
No.
Is it a Super Nintendo exclusive?
Yes.
Oh. Is it a first-party game? Is it a Nintendo game?
No.
No way. Is it a Capcom? Konami?
No. Yes.
Oh, it's a Konami game?
Yes.
Okay. Was it also an arcade game?
Not to my knowledge. No, I don't think so.
Konami game. Was it part of a series?
Yes.
Is that series still going on?
Probably. In the recent past, it's still been alive. Yeah. I don't know if they're still.
Is this a heavily multiplayer game?
No.
From a top-down perspective, so it's not a Bomberman. It's not Nintendo
Bomberman.
Bomberman, Super Bomberman. Why did you think this was going to be easy? It wasn't also in the arcades, you said?
I don't think so.
Super Nintendo exclusive. Oh. Are there dinosaurs and cars in the title?
No.
Cadillacs and dinosaurs? No.
Oh, no.
Konami game. Well, okay, what kind of game is this? Is this a side-scroller?
Yes.
Beat 'em up / that kind of...
No.
Is it an action game?
Yes.
Konami. Part of a series. Wow. Part of a series. Do you play a human?
As a human?
Yes.
Yes.
A vehicle?
No.
I was going to say we've done UN Squadron already. Konami. Wait, it's an action game. Is it a shooter? Wait, no, you're a human. You're not really in vehicles.
No.
Is the main mode of combat shooting?
Shooting?
I don't know why I did
Yes.
that. Wait, you do play as a human?
Yes.
Okay. As of a few years ago, there was a recently released game in this series.
I mean, at least within the last 5 years, probably. I would think. I guess I could look.
I don't have no idea why would this game be easy? Konami, Super Nintendo exclusive. Sounded really weird. Side scroller, plays a human, action, you shoot things. Oh. Okay. Is this game on the SNES Classic?
Yes. Yeah.
Is it the third in a series?
Yes.
God almighty, why did it take me that long to get there?
I was going to say.
Once you said it was yeah, it's Contra 3 The Alien Wars. So I was like, wait, he said it's easy. It's got to be right there in front of me. I didn't know that game took place in 2600.
Yeah.
Because, like, Contra
Hardcore Uprising was the last one in 2011.
So was that long ago?
Yeah.
And was that PS3?
I don't know what that was. Oh, what in the world?
I thought it was PS2.
What is this?
Yeah, that's when I said it went off the deep end. Yeah, it doesn't even look... You can't even call that a Contra game.
It's
anymore.
PS3.
That's why, to me, the last
360.
real Contra game was Contra 4 on the DS, which I would still love to get my hands on that. That's what she said.
Contra Rebirth. Is that anything good? Oh, this looks more. Oh, it's a WiiWare game. Oh, this looks. Wario. I mean, that at least looks like a Contra game.
That looks like Contra.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ready? Oh, crap. Yeah.
Why'd you go crap?
Because I didn't write down the timestamp for Back the Box.
The blank returns. Blank's back in trouble again. From the chaos left by the destruction of the...
Oh. Stop.
Hammer time.
One of the things I bleeped out were two of the levels. And one of the levels. So the levels I bleeped out were Battle of the Blazing Sky and the Mucho Grande Badlands. Sorry, you can continue now.
Oh, we were in Barnes & Noble the other day because Jess just had to walk around and feel good. And I found my Jurassic Park is gone. My book. My paperback that was so
the original
in such horrible shape because I read it probably 4 or 5 times. And I started reading while Jess went to the bathroom or something. I was like, let me just read. I read through like the first 3 pages and I was like, oh my God, I need to read this. Do you remember how it starts out with this lady's just sitting in Costa Rica in her doctor's office or something. And then she hears the helicopter come. They land down. They bring this kid in. They're like, it was a backhoe accident. And he's ripped from shoulder down to here. And she's like, there's no dirt in here or anything. And then she looks and he's ripped like, and then the kid finally wakes up and he's like, Raptor. And then the Mexican guy or the Costa Rican guy is like, what the hell? No, Raptor is Hoopia. It's like this vampire or something that comes in the night. They didn't know Velociraptor, obviously, but he was saying Raptor. He was killed by a raptor. I was like, I need to read this again. Did you ever read the book?
I thought I started it and never finished it, but that doesn't sound familiar.
So good. It's better than the movie, and the movie is one of my top 5 movies of all time. But it's cool because they went back and some of the stuff that they left out came to be in 2, 3, and 4.
I was going to say, isn't the opening of Lost World in the book of 1 where they're on the island, the little girl gets like eaten by the
no, I think that's
compies?
I think that's in the opening for Lost World. But it's
is it
different?
Okay.
Like I think she dies. I think she gets like in Lost World. By the way, that was on the other day. And the whole when they cut from the mom screaming to Malcolm standing in front of the thing. I remember when I watched it, then I think we were in Texas, I was like, I don't know if this is going to be the same Jurassic Park that I loved so much. Because I was like, that was a really cheap editing move and a cheap laugh. You know what I mean?
I love it. I mean, I don't like the movie, but I love that part.
I love Malcolm, but it was like... I mean, Jurassic Park to me is like a 9.8 out of 10, and The Lost World's probably a 6. And Jurassic Park 3 is like a 3 out of 10. The worst animatronics...
See, I almost feel like I like 3 better than 2.
3's horrible. 3, the thing I hate, first off, it just looks like it was made for TV. The special effects are like when they're flying on the boat, when they're going on the boat at the beginning, and then they go
on the boat.
But then they parasail and they start flying up.
Yeah.
It's the worst green screen ever. It looks like something we would have done here. Like it's just so obviously green screen. Acting's horrible. And then when the plane crashes and the Spinosaur comes at him, it's like... like not scary looking at all. It's just the worst animatronics because it was daylight.
Right, maybe I need to go back and watch 3.
Oh God, it's funny. If we ever do like movie commentaries on something on here, that would be a fun one to do because it's so bad. You're forgetting how bad it is. I really liked Billy in that. He was going to be one of the main characters in Jurassic Park 4 when I was writing it. I really liked Billy. A lot of people didn't like Billy. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
The blank returns. Blank's back in trouble again. From the chaos left by the destruction of the Blank Empire's powerful spaceship, the Blank, there has arisen another wicked, sorcerous empire. Once again, Blank...
Sorceress?
That's what it says.
Sorceress Empire?
Blank stands alone, the sole hope for peace against the forces of evil. Let the adventure begin.
Is this a Star Wars game?
No. You would think that, though. I didn't mean that as an insult. I said you would think. You would think that.
I feel like I don't even... All right. Something about an empire and their spaceship and one person...
From the chaos left by the destruction of the Devotindos Empire, powerful spaceship.
Devotindos. I have no idea.
Okay.
This doesn't sound like super old. Is it 32 and up?
No.
16? Okay. Nintendo exclusive?
No.
Genesis exclusive?
No.
Is it a Capcom game?
No.
Konami?
Yes.
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding. We got something.
Okay, so we both picked the 16-bit Konami game.
Yes, which is
Is
why
it Cadillacs and dinosaurs
No,
or
that would've been
whatever?
awesome though.
Okay.
Do you remember Cadillacs and Dinosaurs?
No.
I don't know that I
I remember
played
the
it. I just
name,
remember the
but
name was so. It was
I don't
just
even
an awesome
remember.
name.
Yeah.
It was a side-scrolling action game.
Okay. So neither. So was it on Genesis and Super Nintendo?
Yes.
And it's a Konami game. It doesn't sound like Spaceship. So it's not Castlevania.
It is not Castlevania.
Is it a side scroller?
Yes.
Do you shoot?
No. You don't have a gun. You might have a weapon that can throw projectiles, kinda. But you don't have a gun. You don't shoot. Crap.
Do you play as a animal?
Yeah.
Do you play as a
You don't even know what he is.
possum?
Yes.
Is it Sparkster?
It is Sparkster.
Oof.
Just the ugly stepchild
I
of
don't
Rocket Knight
remember
Adventures.
Spaceship. Well, yeah, I guess
The
there was a
pig
shit.
star.
Yeah,
It was the pig star. It was that and Sparkster was all that I bleeped out.
Really?
Yes. Because if I bleeped out any, that was it. I'm like,
I feel like
obviously
I've looked at that. I should have rememdered that.
I feel like I know we've done Rocket Knight, which is why thought I had to bleep out the Empire because I'm pretty sure that had
What was
something
it called?
Devotindos or something. Devotindos.
That
Devotindos.
That doesn't
Tim
sound right.
Tebow, he hit a home run the other day, and then he
I
crashed
saw it.
into the home run wall. He crashed into the fence and made an awesome catch. Good for him.
Or the old home run wall.
That old home run wall. Hey, thank you guys so much for being here. For 81 episodes, this has been, obviously, episode 81 of the Two Player Co-op Podcast. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm not sure where you're watching us. Don't know why I talk like that. I don't know where you're watching us, but no matter where you are, make sure to go to youtube.com/twoplayercoop. Hit the subscribe button. It means a lot to us. Hit that like button. It also means a lot to us. Share the video with all your friends. We would really appreciate it. Onward and upward. We're over 400 now. We're going for 500,000 subs. And you can also find us at nerd901.com. You want to know why, Sean?
Why?
Because we're part of the Nerd 901 family. Go to nerd901.com for all things nerdy in Memphis and around the globe. They've been doing a lot of good things at nerd901.com. Check it out. A lot of new members of the family. It's
Good
too
things.
many to list here. I don't have a good enough memory, but there's a lot of good stuff going on there across all areas. So check it out. Check out, while you're there, check out our good buddies, Derek and Ernie from Pixels and Papers. Shout out to them. They hosted, well, they didn't host, but they did a presentation at Nerd Night here in Memphis last week. I heard they did a great job. I couldn't go because I was working
We should
on the
do
nursery.
that sometime.
No, we shouldn't. We'll see. Maybe we will. Probably not. I just don't feel like my thing was going to be worthy, and I can't think of anything else. On Twitter, you can find us. I'm at Kevin White 24. He's at Real Sean White. Together, we're at 2player_co-op. If you like audio, and I know you do, go to iTunes. By the way, Sean made a good idea he did a good thing. We don't talk a lot about the audio services. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you're not going to YouTube, we talk about YouTube a lot, but thank you for listening on audio services. While you're listening on those audio services, whether it's iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, or audio services around the world, hit that rating button. We got a lot of ratings here recently. They've all been 5 stars. That's awesome. That really means a lot. Thank you guys so much. But even if you watch this on YouTube, go check us out on iTunes. Leave a rating there. Leave a review. It means a lot. Helps us get up in the charts and reach more people. So thank you guys so much for that. And if you didn't know, we've also got a Facebook page that we never update. Facebook.com/2playercoop gaming. Go ahead and go there and see all the stuff we've been tagged in by the guys at Nerd 901, because that's really all the activity we do on our page. You got a call, Dick Tracy?
Ben McLemore agrees to 2-year deal with the Grizzlies.
Really? How the hell did they get the money for that?
2-year, $10.7 million. Hot off the press, but not when you're watching this.
Has he fallen off? He must not have been very good in the NBA if that's all he's worth.
I
Wow.
guess.
We need a 2-guard. That's interesting. Anyways, this has been episode 81 of the Two Player Co-op Podcast. Thank you guys so much for being here. Come back Friday. It's a surprise. Will it be Superman? Spider-Man? Won't be Superman. Will it be Spider-Man? Will it be Horizon Spoilercast? I don't know. Tune in to find out. But until that time, Sean, go ahead and take us out.
Thank you for playing. We'll work on that.
Go back to the paper throws. Were you trying to catch
I
that?
was supposed to go straight up.
You threw it like at the camera and you went, thank you for those Snuggies.
I was supposed to go straight up and I was going to say, thank you for playing, and then catch it.
That will never, that's way less likely than you hitting the thing.
I'll figure out something.
Yeah. All right, do the thing.